I don't know. I'm just moving. I'm like the type of person that, like, if I want to do something, I literally just do it. Like, and if I don't like it, then whatever. I'll move back to Florida. I really don't care. Alright guys, what is up? Welcome to the YouTube video. So this past week I was in LA and I didn't get to film anything, so that's kind of why it's been almost a week since I've posted on here. So I'm back home in Florida, so right now I'm gonna film a little Q&A. I put a story up asking people to ask me questions on my Instagram, so I got a good amount of questions from that, so I'm just gonna go through those. But if you guys don't already subscribe to the channel, please do. It really helps me out. Please thumbs up the video. And yeah, let's get into it. I got these new glasses, so I might look a little dorky, but they help me see better. So, and I did a Q&A like a couple weeks ago that a lot of these questions might already be answered in, but I'm just gonna try to go through a lot of the normal ones on here. Some of you guys asked some weird questions, so we're gonna go through it though. How tall are you? I'm like 5'10" and a half, 5'11" with shoes on. How much do you weigh? How much do you weigh, and what is your body fat percentage? I'm like 183 pounds, and I honestly have no idea what my body fat percentage is, and I don't want to say anything about that just to avoid confrontation. I really have no idea. Probably from like anywhere from 9 to 13%. If I had to guess. How often do you train core to stay lean like that year round, even on a bulk? Training your core really has nothing to do with staying lean, but if I probably only train my core like once or twice a week, definitely never really more than that. Staying lean is literally just diet. It doesn't really have to do with training abs. A lot of people think that though. They think like, oh, if I train abs, I'll get abs, but it's really like pretty much just diet. What is my favorite body part of myself? I like my abs and maybe my shoulders. Probably like my two favorite things on my body, I would say. Stomach vacuums, dude, I've been practicing stomach vacuums for a while. I'm just like not good at them, but I'm gonna keep working on it though. How long did it take you to get to that size? I've been working out since I was 16. I haven't really been training seriously until I was 18, and then when I was 19 I got like more I got better at diet when I was 19, and I think that's when I noticed like the most progress, I would say. Do you have a skincare routine? Yeah, recently I've been using James West sent me the Alpha Groom stuff, so I've been using that and I do like it. So if you guys want to try that, it's discount code Sean. Best way to grow biceps? I would say just focus a lot more on them. You're probably not doing them enough, so I would say do them more. But if you think you're doing them too much, then I would probably just change something, the frequency, intensity. Try to do it focusing more on the mind-muscle connection with them. Oh yeah, if that still doesn't work, just shoot me a DM and I'll try to help you. Best Super Greens product I recommend. I don't use any Super Greens products, so I can't help with that one. Best glute exercise. Squats are really good, but if you want to like single out the glutes, you could try hip thrusts. Those work very well too. What are my macros for bulking versus cutting? I usually keep a pretty high protein diet whether I'm bulking or cutting. The only thing that changes is how much I'm eating. How did I support myself before blowing up on socials, or am I living with family? No, actually, like before I did get any type of following on Instagram or anything, I did live with family, and I did have regular jobs. I worked at a golf course, I worked at restaurants, and I liked the golf course jobs because I do play like a lot of golf, or I'm trying to play more golf. So that came with perks, like I'd get free golf and I'd just work whenever, and people tip a lot doing that. So even now I would still do that job. Last May I moved to Florida, and that's kind of around the same time I started to get a bigger Instagram following. So I haven't worked a normal job. I do pretty much online coaching since I moved to Florida, I would say. Is intermittent fasting effective? I personally haven't tried this strategy, but a lot of people do think this is effective, and a lot of people do use that. But I just personally can't speak on that because I never have tried that personally. Oatmeal or cereal? That's a tough one. It really just depends on the mood. Probably cereal, honestly, but I think oatmeal is a little healthier for you. How many days a week do I train my legs and my arms? Probably do legs 2 times a week, and I do arms probably like 3 times a week. I started lifting when I was, or it says, when did you start to lift? I started lifting when I was 16 years old. What are your goals? My goals right now, I'm really trying to grow on YouTube. That's like my biggest goal right now. Like last year, my main goal was to get bigger on Instagram, and I managed to do that. So this year, I'm setting my mind to YouTube. So if you guys could subscribe to the channel, really help me out. Do you really watch what you eat, and are you well disciplined to avoid junk? It really it depends on my phase in training. Like if I am like, okay, time to cut, time to be serious about the diet, then I am 100% disciplined in what I eat, and I definitely can control myself to not eat junk food. But if I'm in a different phase where I'm like a little more lenient and a little bit more willing to not look as cut for that time being, then I'm definitely more lenient. But I think it's good to have phases where you're not super strict on your diet, just because to try to maintain such like a low body fat percentage like year round, it's very hard mentally. Like I do struggle a lot mentally to even stay in this shape I am, but it does get easier once you find a routine, you find things you like to eat, and you do like to see the progress in the mirror. So that's like another motivator to not eat that stuff. So that's kind of what helps me not like binge eat. And yeah. Did you always have a toned body? So I was just like super skinny when I started to work out, and I really didn't have much fat. So I would say I started very toned, but just literally no muscle. If you scroll back on my Instagram, I think there's an old picture of me. I was literally like a twig. How the fuck you look like that at 21? Appreciate you, bro. Are you natty? Yes, I'm natty. I've talked about this in the last video. So yeah, if you wanna see me talk more about am I natty, it's in the last video. What's my greatest motivation to train? Honestly, I literally just love like getting a pump. Like I love working out, so I feel like I don't really need motivation to train. I love seeing the progress. I love chasing getting better and better and better every day. So that's like probably my biggest motivation. How often do you train per weekend? How do you split your workouts? So right now I'm in a push-pull leg split, which is 6 days a week, but I think I'm gonna switch my programming pretty shortly to a different type of program that I'm not sure. I don't want to talk about it yet because I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing, but I think I am gonna change it. So yeah, when I do change that, I might post a video updating you guys what my new split is. And yeah. Is it okay to have 2 leg days a week, but to do 30 to 60 squats daily, not on leg day though? Yeah, so actually that's like more than okay. It's like something I was talking about for doing my shoulder workouts is you can do like your 2 main focus shoulder days, but if you want to add in sets on like days that you're not training that muscle to like focus more on it, then that's like more than okay. So one of the programming people I used to follow, his at on Instagram is Pen and Paper Strength app. So they actually make programs called like Squattober and Deadcember, where you're literally like squatting for the whole month of October and you're deadlifting for the whole month of December, but it's literally done with percentages. So you can like squat every day and you can deadlift every day. Like as long as you're not fully exerting every day, then that's something definitely you can do. And it does work. When I did the Squattober program like 2 years ago, my squat like jumped like 50 pounds in a month, which is absolutely insane. I do maintain a pretty good diet, so I never try to put on too much excess fat. Even if I do say, okay, I want to bulk, usually my bulk is me staying around maintenance calories so that I can kind of grow slowly while not putting on excess like fat. So if I'm like flexing super hard in like perfect lighting, then yes, it can still make me look pretty lean. It really has to do with the lighting, honestly. I normally have a pretty healthy amount of body fat, but when I start to get down to like that 8-7% is like when those cravings come in, and I'm just like, oh god, that's where it gets hard. What do I eat in a day? I'm actually gonna do a video because I'm starting my cut today, so I'm gonna film what I eat in a day on a cut this week. So be on the lookout for that video. Hardest part of my diet. The hardest part is definitely the cravings, because I do have like a sweet tooth for like fast food or something. I don't know. But I don't struggle with the cravings like I just said a second ago until I get to that pretty low body fat percentage. What would I recommend for someone to get back into the gym after 5 months? I would say just start slow, start working your way back into it. Don't rush anything. Like basically one of like the most motivational things, or one of the things that I use, is Will Smith had like a saying. It was like, you don't try to build a wall in the day. Like every day you just gotta like lay a good brick, as he put it. So every day if you lay a brick, you'll have a wall soon. You don't try to do everything in a day. Just gotta get back into it slowly. Favorite food? I love penne alla vodka with like grilled chicken. It's like so good. How many calories slash macros do I eat in a day? I don't specifically count my macros, but I always try to make sure my protein's high. As of right now, I just started my cut, and I'm starting it around like 2,500 calories a day to start it, and then I'm gonna reassess it in about 2 weeks. Best desserts for people who don't want to cheat on their diets. So there's a lot of things. Like I eat the Halo Top ice cream a lot. I think that's like really good. You can get like a whole pint or a whole like I think it's a pint of that for like 270 calories for like the strawberry flavor. That's like so low calorie. What other things do I eat? I'm trying to think. Popcorn's another good one. Popcorn's pretty low calorie. I would look into popcorn too. How do I keep myself motivated? I'm a pretty big Will Smith fan, so like I like a lot of the things he says, and like one of the things he said about motivation that like I resonate with so well is that he's motivated by fear. So like I feel like I'm like so motivated by like the fear of not being successful, like not being anything. So I literally have that thought that like if I don't do this, then I won't be successful, blah blah blah, whatever. So like I'm literally grinding all the time just to make sure that I can be successful, and I always have that in the back of my head, along with the other thing that like today, like we gotta lay this brick perfect so that like eventually we'll have that wall. Extra things on how to stay motivated. Look up Will Smith motivation videos on YouTube. They're so motivational, honestly. They get me fired up. Some of y'all guys ask some weird questions. I'm not gonna repeat them, but how did I get started on social media? So it was like, I don't know, it was during the summer, and I was just like, all my friends were starting fitness pages, and I was like, oh, that's stupid. And like a month later I started one. So yeah, I started posting pictures on Instagram, and I noticed as soon as I started my fitness page, I noticed myself like held very accountable, because I saw like what I looked like on like videos and pictures, and then I saw like what all these other influencers looked like, and I was like, damn, like I don't even look like them at all. But seeing myself on video every day like literally motivated me to get better and better and better. And I just posted every day. Like I never stopped, and I just kept doing it. And over time, like my physique improved. I've grew a little bit of a following. I think starting an Instagram was probably like one of the best things I ever did for myself, just because it literally held me so accountable. Like making sure I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it helped me very accountable to keeping in shape, and along the way, like, my physique just improved so much. How are you liking LA? Dude, I love LA. So another thing that I might as well talk about in this video, even though we went a little long, but we'll talk about it again. So I moved to Florida in May of last year. So my lease is actually up here in a month. So I am moving again, and I am moving to LA. I know I mentioned this in one of my previous videos that I was moving. I didn't really talk about where I was going, but yes, I am moving to LA, and I'm very excited about it. So yeah, I think it's gonna be better for me to continue to grow as a influencer and continue to grow my YouTube, and I'm really excited. I'm getting sick of Florida. I don't know. It's really cool. I like the weather. I just feel like there's a lot more opportunity in LA. Maybe I wanna take an acting class. Maybe I wanna, I don't know. Maybe I just wanna do something else. There's so many things I could do in LA. Maybe modeling. I don't know. I'm just moving. I'm like the type of person that, like, if I want to do something, I literally just do it. Like, and if I don't like it, then whatever. I'll move back to Florida. I really don't care. But as for right now, plan is to move to LA, and yeah. But if you guys like the video, please subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram. It's SeanAdams33. Drop a like, and yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.